About 4 years from now, most of the human race is gonna be wiped out.
You think you're from the future?
Our only option is to stop it from ever happening in the first place.
On Friday night, the end of the world starts again on television, as Sci-Fi lifts up the 12 Monkeys banner with the debut of the series based on the 1995 cult movie. Airing right after a broadcast of the 2004 dystopian movie I, Robot, and before the Season 2 debut of fellow virus series Helix, this 12 Monkeys, sad to say, just doesn't seem to have any of the vigor, whimsy, or wit of the Terry Gilliam directed movie on which it's based.
You ready to make history? Or I'll make it.
Now, I'm not saying this time travel leaping series is DOA right from the beginning of its 12-episode first season, but it's going to need some strong narrative antibiotics to rise above the plague of just being another middle-brow procedural with a gimmick and an acquired namesake as a bit of distracting glitter. This 12 Monkeys starts in a bleak 2043, but I have to tell you, looks a lot like parts of today's Detroit, even though it's actually shot in Toronto. The sometimes painfully slow-moving show paints a picture of a broken civilization that has seen over 90% of the world's population wiped out by a virus decades beforehand. You know this story, you've seen it in a million shows, right? Now in this 12 Monkey, ex-Nikita actor Aaron Stanford steps into the James Cole role played by Bruce Willis in the movie version. Sent back in time to 2013, and then 2015 in the first episode alone, and then later the North Korea of 2006 for a bit, Cole is trying to block the spread of the virus in 2017.
Something led you and me to this moment.
Who are you?
Jones is my name. You're going to help me change the world, Mr. Cole.
Amanda Shull, perhaps best known for her appearances on Suits and Pretty Little Liars, plays the modern-day virologist who he enlists in the mission. Now, both actors, as well as fellow cast member Emily Hampshire in the gender-shifting role from the role Brad Pitt played in the movie, do their best duty, with lots of yelling, running, and amazed glances. But they don't really have a lot to work with here, despite the possibilities of the back-and-forth time travel premise.
He plays God, and quite convincingly.
Reprising his interchangeable role as the creepy, gaunt control freak he's played so well in a million shows, including recently Legends and now CBS's Madame Secretary and more, Zeljko Ivanek shows up, well, to class the series up. But I gotta tell you, he even can't pull that off from what I've seen. Why? Because like they say, or rather scream in the pilot, it doesn't make sense. For the most part, this 12 Monkeys doesn't make sense, and it's not even very interesting at not making sense. You might want to go to somewhere else to check out your wildlife. I'm Dominic Patten for Deadline Hollywood.